Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Blue Ridge Junior High. It is Friday, September 4th.
And
Welcome to our guest,
welcome, Mr. Walcott.
Hello.
Yes.
And we have a long weekend coming
Oh
up.
my.
Yep,
3 days.
no school Monday.
No school Monday.
Super exciting.
Yeah, and if any of you know what Labor Day is all about, send me an email. I'd like to know what you think you know. If you don't know, look it up, learn something, because we can appreciate people a little better when we learn things. And that is a day to appreciate some people. All students interested in joining the Physics and Engineering Club, you need to send an email as soon as possible to Mr. Woolridge. Check out more information on that on the school website, student page of the junior high website. Ms. Hoffmeyer, do you have a sports announcement?
I do. All sports, fall sports are starting on Tuesday, September 8th. There will be information coming home to families about what we're doing with that. We are going to have a new registration process that streamlines everything, so everything is online. It's called Register My Athlete, and that will be up and running shortly. Football is going to be starting, football practice will be starting, and softball tryouts and cross country are starting on Tuesday.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
So if
regular practices.
So if you haven't really done sports in the past, but you're feeling a little cooped up and you want to get out, this might be a great year to consider giving sports a try.
This is a great year to try it.
Yeah, it's a super year. Another announcement is that on Tuesday, September 8th, you will be going to your second enrichment class. So fifth period, whoever you have had for fifth period so far, that's going to be switching, and you will have a new fifth period teacher. So check your student view, go under classes, click on the tab at the top that says Enrich 2, and find out who your new enrichment teacher is, and that is going to start on Tuesday, September 8th. Something we like to talk about on Fridays are capstone projects, because you guys check in with your capstone teacher. So we're interested, Mr. Walcott, if you had done a capstone project when you were in junior high, what do you think you would have wanted to study? What would have interested you?
So when I was about that age, I was interested in engineering type things. So one of the science fair projects that I did around that time was to make a little electromagnet crane that you could push a little button and it would pick up a paper clip and you could move it somewhere.
Wow.
And my dad had a lot of junk cars and stuff, and he had like some window motors, and my dream was to take some of those pieces and create a robot. I never did it, but those are the kinds of things I would probably
made
a capstone project about.
Yeah, great project.
It's a great
You might
project.
just giving somebody else an idea to make a robot.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great idea. And with our online format, learning format, have you found that there's a certain tip you're giving most of your students, or a tip that's been helpful for your own children during this time?
Well, a couple of different things. One would be to be organized and to use the calendar to look at when assignments are coming due so that you're not getting behind in one or more of your classes. But another important thing is to just communicate with your teachers. You know, we want to help all of you guys, and so if you communicate with us, we're going to do all that we can to help you. And if you're having technology issues or issues with the content, anything, we'd be glad to help. So that would be the biggest thing, I think.
That's really good advice.
Yep.
Right, so when teachers aren't seeing you in their Zoom classes, but they're getting an email from you, then they understand what's going on, and they're going to be very cooperative with whatever's going on that's keeping you from getting into those classes.
Right.
And they can help give you some tips along the way.
And don't wait until the end of the day. If you're having Zoom issues during that class, email right away so that your teachers know that you're trying to get in during that time period.
Yeah, that's nice if you can, the soonest you can email, the better, for sure. This month, September, is Mental Health Awareness and Suicide Prevention Month. So we are having little tips throughout the month to kind of help us along the way. We had a student who had really struggled with some things at one point, created these sweatshirts and gave me one. He's actually out of high school now, so he's a grown-up. But it says continue alive, and it has the semicolon. And the semicolon represents in, like if you're writing and you make a semicolon, you put a semicolon, the story keeps going, correct?
Correct.
And so semicolon is the symbol of preventing suicide and continuing your story. So I love that, wanted to share it. I just want to encourage you all to support people. Don't assume you understand everything about their life, and work hard to treat them with dignity and respect. Offer your support and encouragement. We have asked Mr. Wacott if he has a book, movie, or website review, something he would recommend.
So I don't read a whole lot of books, but one that I would recommend, it's a classic, it's called Green Eggs and Ham. It's really good. It's just one of my favorites.
That is a good one.
But yeah, it's pretty good.
Do you have
That's
it
a good
memorized?
message. No, I don't.
No?
but I'm working on it.
Does your friend
Go learn
Nacho
Spanish.
Libre, does he ever think of maybe reading that book on video for the
That-
students?
That might be a good one. I'll see if I can find it in Spanish and recommend he would read that.
Oh
That's a
my.
great
That'd be
idea.
cool.
Okay, that has to happen. We aren't sure how you know him or what, how he became involved in your life, but it's very important to us to hear that book read.
And
by
now that you
Nacho Libre.
mention him, you asked about a movie recommendation, that would be one of my recommendations, is Nacho Libre. I like dumb, funny type movies. Those are some of my favorites, but another genre I like would be like movies that are true stories or could be true that are inspiring.
Mhm.
So two of my top favorites there would be The Ultimate Gift
That's a good one.
McFarland USA.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a
good
good
one.
one,
It
yeah.
has kind of a Spanish class theme to it.
Yeah.
Right.
I like that, good job.
Good
Thank you for
movies.
sharing those.
Mhm.
Did you have a website or not so much?
Canvas. No.
Have you guys heard of Canvas?
I
We
don't-
can't get enough.
We definitely can't get it. I don't know. I can't think of a good,
Not one off the
good
top.
website.
We appreciate those. So our weekly challenge was to come up with different comparisons of 6 feet apart. So in Texas, 6 feet apart in Texan is 14 tacos, 6 cowboy hats, 3 armadillos, or 1 longhorn. So 14 tacos, you're 6 feet apart. I have a hard time like envisioning 14 tacos, like exactly.
Maybe that'll be next week's challenge.
Yeah, 6 cowboy hats, 3 armadillos, doesn't mean a lot to me, because I don't see a lot of those, or 1 longhorn from side to side.
I actually ran over one of those once.
An armadillo
Yeah, we were
on your travels?
driving from San Antonio to Corpus Christi area, and there was this thing in the road, and I couldn't swerve to miss it, so I just thought maybe I'll straddle it, and we didn't. It was too tall, and we heard it. Thump, thump.
Oh,
It was not good.
well, maybe that shell.
Cover your ears if this is scaring your children.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I've actually only seen a dead armadillo myself, and it was on that same area. I don't know if we were traveling right at the same time, but that's the only way I've seen
Maybe
them.
it was just right behind us.
Yeah, maybe. Some other 6 feet distance, the height of a standard refrigerator, a twin-size mattress. Look this stuff up, it'll make you laugh, because I just think it's funny that everybody's thinking of 6 feet apart,
Mhm.
because that's what we're doing these days. And it's really prevented any issues with fighting or PDA.
Yeah.
We haven't
We're
had
not
any
gonna
of
talk
that.
about that at all this year.
Everyone's just keeping their distance, it's
Mhm.
good stuff. So next week, we will be spotlighting a new teacher, and this teacher would choose to have dinner with anyone ever, past or present, her grandmother. She would love to hear what it was like to grow up in the Great Depression, live through multiple wars, raise 4 boys on a farm, and just soak up being in her presence and gaining some wisdom and insight. Female teacher, first female teacher we've spotlighted,
Mhm.
and 8th grade subject. Well, actually,
Yeah.
interesting. A little bit of 7th, a little bit of 8th. Those are some good hints.
Mhm.
I bet you guys have a good guess. You have a guess?
I have a guess.
Well, if
I'm
you
not
have
gonna
a
share
guess, send me an email and tell me who you think it is. And we have some books and prizes up here, and I will get one in the mail to you, or you might be able to stop by and pick up your prize. So send me an email as soon as you think you have an idea on who that is. We learned a few things. We learned about Hey Merle. That was kind of funny.
So
Yo Merle.
I
Humor.
looked him up. I couldn't find him on his Facebook, but I did find his wife is on Facebook, and I saw a picture of him. I'll show you after the video.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had
He's
the,
pretty tall. He was 7 foot something. He was really
Wow.
tall.
wow.
So he really intimidated me at 7th grade. I mean, I'm short now, but I was even shorter.
He didn't
Yeah,
intimidate you,
seventh
grade.
intimidate you too
Jeez.
much. You built your own.
He pushed me past my limits.
You were tired of calling me. You chose your mother as someone you would want to have dinner with, and she passed away several years ago, so you're
Yeah, it'll
missing her.
be 15 years ago, so.
Wow.
And when you think of any other tidbits about you that you think students would want to know, or that you would want to share with them, anything else come to mind?
Mm.
Anything especially, your superpower was flying, like
Yeah.
Superman.
I love to fly.
Yeah.
I mean, I said I'd rather fly like Superman than an airplane. I do love flying in airplanes, and I've been in the hot air balloon a couple times, and the helicopter a few times. And so I
You
love
have
to
some
fly.
Superman socks with little
I have
capes on.
Superman socks, and I have probably 4 or 5 Superman shirts. Superman was,
Yeah.
my
Has Superman
hero
met
back in the
Nacho
day.
Libre?
I don't know.
Ooh,
I wonder who would win in a battle.
well, if it was a battle of eating chips or a
Yeah.
battle of something else, it
Depends
might
on
be different
the
outcomes,
battle.
yeah. So we appreciate you joining us today and sharing some little tidbits with us.
Okay.
Anything else you want to share? Not so
No,
much?
no.
Well, we want you all to enjoy your 3-day weekend. No school on Monday. Today is National Wildlife Day, and we live in a great area where we can enjoy wildlife, sometimes right on the road. There's some of that happens in this area too.
They may not enjoy it.
See if you can find a living armadillo
Yeah.
this weekend.
Anything else from you, Ms. Altmeyer?
I do want to thank Mrs. Johnson. She's a neighbor of mine, actually. She made several masks for staff and students at the junior high. Yeah, so yeah, it was amazing. She had 3 different materials that she sent in, so thank you, Mrs. Johnson.
Yeah, big thanks to her. That's good stuff. Next week, we will be doing another challenge. It's going to have to do with Suicide Prevention Month and how you can reach out and show some support. So join us next week, and let's stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for filming too. Good job.
Adios.